Hello, welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. Today we are going to be reviewing and working with the Crafter's Companion Christmas Compendium. And I haven't shown it earlier because HSN sold out of them, but they have them now. And so they're back. And it's a really pretty box. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's got 3 layers, and you open it up, and there's a top part, and a middle part, and a bottom part. And it opens in 3 layers. And I'm not going to go through every layer right now for this video because I want to actually make a card. So we're going to start with just the top layer. So what I got in this top layer, and I already kind of have the idea what I'm going to do for the card. These are the die cuts. And let me move the box out of the way for this. These are the dies. And there's a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Joy to the World. There's a Village and a Santa, and we're going to be using these. And then, of course, it's Crafter's Companion. So we have ribbon to go. And we have the idea sheet. And you don't have to do it this way, but there's ideas for you. Then there's a sheet of stamps, and I don't think we're going to be using a stamp tonight or today. There are some embossing folders. Now I'm hoping that I haven't messed up and put something, because I have gone through this, but I'm thinking this was the way it came. So embossing folders, word embossing folders. There's a Happy Holiday stencil. There's some other stencil in here, and there's a cracker tube thing, and of course there's card blanks and envelopes. There's 2 colors of solid paper only, the red and the blue. That's on this top layer though. And then there's printed paper in here. So I've already picked out my papers, and I kind of have an idea what I want to do. And I want to use the stuff that's from this kit. So I don't want to bring in extra paper. Of course I have to bring in glue, but I'm kind of hoping to keep it to what's in here, so that if you don't have a lot of stuff, you can still make it. And the card that I'm making is, I'm hoping that it will turn out to where it's enough, but also good if you want to add embellishments to it. We're not going to be using any embossing folders. I already got that out. We're not going to be using the stencils, I do not believe. And I already have my idea. And so now let me put this down out of the way. And I'm going to be bringing my Gemini. Okay, I need to find my cutting folders. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my cutting folder. I went and got a brand new one actually. And I have picked out my papers and everything already. Boy, these are in there tight. So Okay, for Santa and the reindeer, if I had a gold or a silver paper, I would use that, but I don't because I'm using what's in the kit. So I'm going to use this because it's got little like specks, like it could be sunlight in there. And of course I want to make it big enough for the die. The die will go this way. So I'm just going to cut around. And I'm going to stick it in my folder. There's no direction on this, so I don't have to worry about the direction. And I'm going to run it through my marquee. Oops. And there is Santa and the reindeer. And I really think that turned out cute. Okay. Next, I'm going to do the village. And I want the village to kind of be there, but not as bright as, of course, Santa and the reindeer. So I chose this green paper from the kit. And, you know, if I wasn't set on doing this so people could just open up the kit and make cards, I might have used gold paper or silver paper, or I might be, you know, putting embossing powder or something with more shimmer in it. And I might fancy up the town a little bit. But I want people to be able to open up their kits, pull it out, and get started. So, I need my pokey tool. And when you get these little bits, oh no, these are just little bits. That's not the actual die itself. I mean, it's not the actual shape. Just the little bits. So, let's pull this village out. And they say, of course, these are brand new, so, but they do say to make sure that your dies are always clean before you cut, because if there's paper in there, it's not going to make the cut you want it to make. Okay. Now, to put the card together, I decided to do a 5x7. And I cut a 2-inch strip. Okay. And what I'm going to do is first, it's 2 inches by 8 inches. So I took 1.5 inches on each side and folded it. And that's what I'm going to glue right now to the front of this card. Now let's hope this works. So I haven't done this before. I just thought it seemed like it could work and maybe give a little bit of extra dimension to the card without doing like a Z fold or whatever, so that we could just use the stuff that came in the kit. So this is going to go from one side to the other side, and I just used a little bit of tacky glue, a wet glue, and I put it on. I see I'm a little bit off. Put it on one side to the other, but I didn't glue the middle down. because I'm going to put my mat here, and I'm using the dark blue for the mat. And I guess I should have held the stuff up first to make sure it looked good on this paper, and I didn't do that. And I always do that, but I don't know why I didn't. So let's hope. You know, they're all supposed to coordinate with each other in this kit, so we'll find out, I guess. Like I said, I want the town to be there, but I don't want the town to be what's standing out. I want Santa sleigh to be what's standing out. Okay, now my plan is to slide this through here. And then mat it. My mat is 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. I made a very thin line, and I didn't get it even. So it's good that I used liquid glue so that I can still move it. See? Uh-oh. It's going to be hard to get. I knew it would be with this here. But I wanted to try this, so we're trying it together. And then, of course, the bottom. Now, my plan is to stick the village here. And it looks like I'm going to have to get rid of a piece of the village. It wouldn't have gone across, so I will have to clip off some of the village. Can you see that? It's hanging over a little bit. And then I'm going to have Santa going away from the village. Okay. So I need to see how much I need to clip off. Let me clip. I really want to keep the tree there, so let's clip from there. Okay. Yeah, this way I'm cutting off half of the Christmas tree, but oh well. And here. Now, is that right? Looks right. Okay. A little bit of tacky glue. Just touches here and there. I don't want it coming out from all over. I got some of the bottles with the microfine tips, but I wanted to use this up first. Okay, and we glue that down. And we need to come a little bit more this way. There we go. Oh, it's not straight. There we go. That looks straighter. Of course, I'm going to try to get my finger and take off some of that glue, because that glue will show shiny and we don't want it to. Okay. Now, little bits on Santa's sleigh. Just little tiny, easy. Some people stick it on their hand, the glue on their hand, and then they'll dip the little pieces in. I don't know yet if I could do that, to be honest with you. Although I usually end up with glue all over me anyways, it might not make a difference, but okay. And we will put Santa in here, heading away from town. I guess you could put him going to town, but I don't know. It doesn't seem as natural as heading away. Seems like everybody always does him flying off. I don't know. Maybe it would have been now looking better to stick this more up here and put Santa out more, because he's so much bigger and it looks like he's, ooh. I don't want to rip it. But he already looks so much bigger than the town, and then I got the town coming forward. But I like it still. I like the way it turned out. I'm happy. Now I need some words. Let me try to get some of that sticky off with my fingers. I might have waited too long. When it dries better, I might be able to come back and get it off. But anyways, so there's that. Now let's see. See, it's been pretty easy so far, right? It all goes, it coordinates. We need something bright for the words. So let me look. I don't know, maybe I should just stick with the town print. And do what? Joy to the world for this corner. I'm gonna try that. Let's see how that looks. Won't fit there. I try to be super conservative with my papers, but sometimes I end up cutting it the wrong way and end up wasting it. But no, I could have done a Z-fold, but like I said, that would have required using something that's not in the kit, because they don't have a Z-fold card base. But if you did a Z-fold, you could put the town all the way through and the town would pop out, and then you would have Santa. Oh, this is nice. They cut out separate. So maybe that doesn't mean anything to you. And let me tell you why that's nice. Because you can lay it any way you want to. You can do it the way it's in the die. I didn't know it did this. I thought it was stuck all together. To the world. I just love the way they did that. I think that was an awesome idea. And I would probably, if I was not sticking to my rule of sticking to what's in the kit, take something to bring out that joy to the world. Some of this glitter stuff we made earlier, a squirt of it or something, you know. But I want to stick to what's in the kit. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's glue this down. Oh, that was way too much glue right there. And there's just one other thing I want to do. I could have matted the town a different color. I could have matted the town in the red. That might have been pretty too. Maybe I'll try that on one of mine. I'm sure you don't want to see the design again, just different, so I won't do that for the video, but you know what, I might do it for when I'm making my own cards. And you know, if you usually send a lot of cards out right now, with the COVID, like it's been pointed out to me, do you really want to go buy a card that a bunch of people have touched, that's been in the stores? You know? Maybe not. Some people it won't bother, but you know, no, I don't know of anybody that could say, oh, they got sick from anything that they bought. But if it's safer this way, just think of all the people that's touched those cards in the store. Oh, this needs to come down for sure. See, I need that micro bottle instead of this big thick one. But I usually come back after it dries. If I can get it up this way, sometimes that works before it dries. And if not, I come back after it dries, and sometimes you can get it off different ways. Okay, I've got one more thing I want to do because I think it needs something. Can you see that? So it still needs something. So I'm going to try doing the bow. It comes with a lot of ribbon. And I might have wanted the other kind of ribbon, but we'll see. Do I want the red or the green? I'll tell you what. I'm just going to leave Santa red. I'm going to do green. And it might be too much of the green. But that's what I'm going to try. Now let's see if I can do a bow. You don't get a lot of one of the ribbon. There's not a lot of it. So I'm gonna do bunny ears, rabbit ears, in and through, pull it up, and see, I feel like I don't need that tail that big, and I'm wasting the ribbon if I use it that big. But I don't really want to try over either. Which side is the better side? Maybe I need to move it a little bit better. There we go. That might be better. There. Got the bow. And, they're not even. Darn it. There we go. Well, I still might need that smaller. Maybe it needs to be a smaller bow. Period. I just need to make it smaller. So I'm going to I'm going to see if it just needs another knot, because it's not tightening, but I never did a second knot before. Oh, there we go. That's better. Huh. I should have had my 3D glue, but I guess I'll try using. Boy, I'm not doing good with this bow at all tonight. I'll try using the tacky. I don't know if it'll hold it. Oh, come on, bow. Now you know why everybody always has their bows before they appear on TV and stuff. They aren't that easy to make. But it takes some practice and you can get there. It's not going to stay with this tacky glue. You're going to have to, you can hot glue it. You can 3D glue it. This may eventually hold. For now, I want you to see the card. See what you think. If you like that. This was made with, I might stick those down, with the top level, the first level, and we will be working on a card from each level. This is the traditional level. So if you like this video, please hit subscribe and like button. Come back again. Thank you. See you later.